A very last-second knockout, the man who stopped Jose Aldo's title run, a double organization championship returning to the UFC, and the UFC's most boring fighter, all fighting this weekend at UFC's Fight Night. Hello, everyone. My name is Owen Lee. Quickly bringing you all of the facts and stats of this weekend's Fight Night, starting off with Vinicius Oliveira taking on Mario Bautista. Oliveira, of course, being the one who scored that nasty flying knee knockout late in round 3, 19 seconds to go. Gross knockout. Take a look at it if you haven't already. Oliveira boasting a 70% knockout rate with 16 knockouts in his 23 wins. Mario Bautista is on an 8-fight win streak. Now, he just recently had that win streak broken by Umar, but he was on a win streak. It was the third longest in bantamweight history before Umar broke it. In the Bautista versus Aldo fight, Bautista tried for 10 takedowns, landed 0, but still won the split decision. It was controversial, if I'm correct. Kyoji Horiguchi versus Amir Albazi. Horiguchi being the aforementioned double organization champion, holding belts in both Rizin and Bellator simultaneously. What a mouthful. His only loss in the UFC was to Mighty Mouse. Now, if you know anything about Mighty Mouse, a lot of people consider him the greatest of all time or one of the greatest of all time, certainly on what would be called the Mount Rushmore for most people. His only loss in the UFC was way back years ago, round 5, 459. He lost to Mighty Mouse, but he has been wildly successful since his loss. He has double champions and other organizations. He is back. So it'll be exciting to see what he does. His tapology is, if you go to his record, it is just phenomenal. Belt after belt. His first belt back in Shuto, I don't know much about that organization, but he won it off of Hiromasa Oigi Kubo. I don't know how to say that. I'm trying. Then, of course, and that was in the Shuto. Then in the UFC, he lost the championship fight to Demetrius Johnson. Then fast forwarding in time in Rizin, he won the belt off of Shintaro Ishiwatari. I did not see that fight. I am not too up to date on the Rizin goings abouts and events. He also won the belt, or I guess defended the belt against Darian Caldwell in Rizin 14, also against Darian Caldwell in Bellator 222. Then in Rizin 26, won the belt or defended against Kai Asakura. Then he lost the belt in Bellator to Sergio Pettis. Fast forward, Rizin 45, won the belt, won a title fight against Makoto Shinryu. And then fast forward to Rizin 49, won the belt, first consecutive title defense against Nkazimulo Zulu. I tried my best. If you know anything about trying to mingle with other cultures of languages that you don't speak, they appreciate you trying. You might butcher it, but I tried. Moving right along, Jailton Almeida, the most exciting stats and facts I have for you tonight on the most boring fighter in the UFC. Jailton Almeida, of course, being the boring fighter. Now, I say this because he has an 84.2% control time, and no, it is not massive, scary submissions. It is him laying on top of you. You're going to get smothered. You're going to get smoked. He's going to lay on you, and you're not going to move for most of the fight. He has the highest control time in UFC history. 21 minutes of ground control time versus his bout with Derek Lewis. It's a heavyweight record. This was at UFC Fight Night 231 back in November of 2023. He scored 9 takedowns in round 1 versus Lewis. Lewis not having a good night. A little fact I wrote down that I had no idea until today. At age 7, him and his family fled Baghdad. Now, first they fled to Syria. Then they moved quickly about a year and a half later to Sweden. So he spent most of his time in Sweden, started trading at age 14. He, late at night, now he was a little bit bullied in Sweden because he didn't speak the language and he probably looked a little different, but he, in the middle of the night, he was watching TV, saw a UFC event, was hooked, signed up the next day. He did a quick Google search for MMA in Stockholm, that's Stockholm, Sweden, shows up the next day. I mean, talk about a story come true. Is in the UFC, the elite of elite. He used to get in street fights and, got bullied, but now he's here entertaining all of us with his smothering fight style. Thank you so much for listening. If you want any more MMA content, I put out documentaries on my other channel, Owen Lee Productions. It's at Owen Lee Productions on YouTube. Enjoy the fight this weekend. And here's what happens with these boring fight cards. You look at the fight card, you're like, oh, no one's fighting. I don't want to watch this card. It's these cards. I'm just saying, I'm not a company guy, but every time you say that, you get a flying backflip knee wheel kick highlight that you missed, and you go, why didn't I tune into this? You don't want to miss out. It's the most boring looking cards that have some of the wildest moments. Guys, thank you so much, and as always, I hope you know God, I hope you love him, and I'm here to give you the best of the best sport in the world.